Okay, today I'm going to be doing a little product review on something a little bit different that I don't normally do on my channel, and that's flashcards. So I just picked up a fairly reasonable Sega Mega Drive Model 1 yesterday, gave it a good clean, and I thought to myself, let's actually get a flashcard for this. So this is the Osten 5th generation flashcard. Now, for those of you who's not sure what these are, what we do is actually load some games onto a micro SD card, and in this case, this one actually comes with an SD card included. So it's got an adapter and it comes with a 4GB micro SD card. So it just literally sits in top of the cartridge itself. And to be fair, the cartridge for a budget flash card is very nice in quality. It's not a bad cartridge at all, very sturdy, just like an average Mega Drive game. So as you can see, I've got a real Mega Drive game here, and here's the flash card. So virtually the same, everything about it in fact. Very good sturdy quality then, and we've also got a little button on top, and this is actually used for playing Sega Master System games. Now this cartridge is going to support Mega Drive games and also Sega Genesis games, as this has actually got a multi-region function, which is really handy. And it also supports Sega 32X games as well as Sega CD games, but obviously you're going to need the Sega 32X and the Mega CD as well, so it's not actually going to play it through this cartridge alone. It does play Master System games though, and it also plays all regions of Mega Drive or Genesis games. So let's take a look at this cartridge. Okay, so this is what we're going to see on the very first screen of this multi-cart. So we got the EverDrive MD+, so we got a few different options here. Now let me go through this with you. So first of all, like I say, the cartridge actually comes with an SD card, and if we just drop down to select game, we're going to find some folders in here, and like I say, this cartridge actually comes with games. And I'm going to leave the link in my description so you can buy one of these if you like the look of it. So what have we got here? We got some Genesis games, we got some Mega Drive games, and I've put my very own folder in there, which is new Mega Drive games, because predominantly I bought this to play the latest Mega Drive games. So if I go into a folder, here's my games. Now this is going to run .md files as well as .bin files, and loading one of these games is fairly simple to do. So if I just scroll down towards one of my games, what I'm going to do to load this is just press the start button. It's going to say do not turn off the system, and what it's going to do is start loading that file, and you just got to patiently wait a few seconds. So just by turning the Mega Drive off, and then we can turn it back on again. Let me just remind you, this is also going to work for the Mega Drive 2 as well as the first model Mega Drive. Okay, and if we go back down to select game once again, so I'm pressing the A button to go into these menus. And like I say, it also comes with Genesis as well as Mega Drive games. So if I load up a Mega Drive game, let's go into the Mega Drive selection. And I'm going to choose, of course, everyone's favourite Blue Hedgehog. One of the games that I loved back in the day as a kid. We're going to go down to Sonic 2, Sega Mega Drive. And if I press the start button to load this one up again, like I say, we just got to wait a few seconds for this to load in. And as you can see, that's working perfectly. Now, some of you might be thinking, how am I running this through the TV? Well, I've got my Mega Drive connected to the OSSC box on the right hand side just here. And I've also got the sounds going through my hi-fi, so we've got a very good sound with this. Okay, so next up, like I said, this thing is also going to support Sega Master System games. And of course, the Mega Drive or Sega Genesis had an adapter back in the day where you could plug it into the Mega Drive and put Master System games on top. So let's actually go and select a Sega Master System game for this. If we go into the SMS folder, and I'm going to load up one of my favourite Master System games, which is Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. So again, press start. Okay, we also got options menu for this flash cart. So if we just go inside of options, we got different options here, such as the pausing menu button, which is actually on top of the cartridge. So we can disable or enable this. I've left this turned on. And we also got a region free option. So of course, if you want to buy one of these and play American, North American games, or even Japanese games, just make sure this one's actually set to on. And if we press B button to come out, we go back into the root menu. We've also got a cheats option. Now, I've not actually loaded up any cheats with this, so I can't comment on this. Cheats aren't really my cup of tea. So let's take a look what's on the included micro SD card. So we got lots of different files and we got some folders here. You can of course see all this once we plug it into the Mega Drive like you already seen. So we also got some user manuals here. We got a user manual on what looks like Russian. We got a Chinese manual, a Spanish manual, and we got an English manual just here. If we just open up this PDF file, and this is going to give you a little rundown of what it does and what it doesn't do. Now, looking at this manual just here, it's not going to save and load games like an emulator would. So anyways, the instructions for the save and load features are actually included here, but pretty much this is going to tell you what I've already told you in the video. Let me make this very clear. It says do not update the firmware. You'll likely break the flash cart by doing this. I have no idea why this is, but let's be honest, it runs just fine as it is, but all of your answers should be in that document alone. If we take a look at the folders then, we also got free CD BIOS folder, and this is going to be the files you need if you want to use a Sega Mega CD with this. We also got the Genesis ROM folder, so number to the letter M, and we've got all the games here, looks like in .bin file. If we go to the Mega Drive section, we got all the games here in .smd. So yes, it's going to support a few different file extensions, but again, for more detailed information, it's going to be in the instruction manual. And here's the folder that I created. So we got just over a gig left of empty space on this SD card once we plug it in. So there's plenty of room in there. Let's just remember, Mega Drive or Genesis games are fairly small. If we go into new MD folders, here's the games I've added, and they all work perfectly. We also got a file here, console supported list. If we open this one up, it's going to tell us just here, known supported systems. So this is going to run on a Mega Drive Genesis 1, 2, and 3, the Wonder Mega, JVC XI, Multi Mega, SDX, Nomad, Retron 3, and the 32X. So the flash cart itself supports a fair few different systems outside of the Mega Drive itself. So like I said at the start of the video, if you like the look of this flash card, I totally recommend it for £37.99 from Amazon with next day delivery provided you got Prime. I think that's an absolute steal for what it does. And if you're more of a hardcore Mega Drive or Sega Genesis user, then there's more flash cards out there on the market, and I'd imagine this one is a fairly low budget option. But for people like myself who just want to play some Mega Drive games every now and again but not too often, I think this is an absolute bargain for the price tag. Anyways, if you liked today's video, hit notifications, subscribe and like so you don't miss upcoming retro emulation content here on my channel, Just Jamie. That means you'll get notified every time I release a new setup guide, and it really helps out my channel too. Anyways, until next time, stay retro.